Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup.
You ready? You ready?
Well, she won her last fight by knockout. Now as round one gets underway, we'll see if she can keep that momentum going. She certainly made headlines last time out. Now she'll try to keep it going against someone who has been entrenched in the rankings for some time.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Her ground and pound is on point here. She's made this a focus going in to make these strikes count. Certainly doing that tonight.
She's making each and every one of them count. Doing a very, very good job of landing shots, landing them in combination, and making them all matter.
Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound.
She can,
and that's gonna do it. That'll do it.
Holy smokes!
That was a good stoppage by the referee. She was not effectively defending herself, and the opponent was doing some real damage. It became a dangerous situation. I think it's the right call by the official, and she will live to fight another day. We send it in there now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta is going to stop this contest at 1 minute, 6 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Destroyer.
Well, you see the raw emotions and the happiness out of her in her corner. What a result here tonight as she gets it done by knockout.
I mean, she could not have imagined that it would go this well. I know she said it would happen, but when it does, I mean, it's joy. It's joy like nothing you've ever felt before. You don't expect it.
Man, it's crazy. Seems like just yesterday you staring up at the posters all wide-eyed. You've been through a lot. Hell, I put you through a lot. But it was all for one reason, to get you here. Your first UFC championship. I just want to say, no matter what happens out there, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the fighter you've become. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, though. If you lose, I'm gonna have to bust you up in the gym next week. I already made space on the wall for a new picture, and you know how much I hate redecorating, right? So let's go get that belt, champ.
Let's do it.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
All right, here we go with this championship fight. Will we crown a new... Huge right hand!
You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight?
Well, her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end. The ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing them over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
Man, she is just nonstop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her, though.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Well, her opponent had to know these elbows would be coming, but maybe not with this type of volume and energy. Wow! Wow! Oh! And there comes the stoppage!
Performance!
Not sure she could have drawn it up much better. Just a beautiful strike to end the fight for her opponent, who candidly may not have even seen that flush shot coming. So this is exactly the way she drew it up. She told us during fight week that she had to find a way to finish this fight, to send a message to the rest of this division. Message sent. The official decision is in. Here is the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bruiser has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 58 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, the Destroyer.
Oh, you know how excited this makes me. We got a new UFC champion in the women's bantamweight division. A lot of history in this division, and she adds to it tonight.
And this is a division that the belt can change hands. A lot of people have worn the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship, and tonight she joins a list of some of the best women's fighters we've ever seen.
All right, coming up next, it is our main event, a matchup for the UFC Women's Bantamweight title. All right, here we go with this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. Round one of a possible 5 is underway. The champion trying to defend the title for the first time. She took the belt away earlier this year, and now her focus on being the longest reigning Bantamweight champion in UFC history. We saw recently this belt change hands quite a bit. She says, no!
You can never know what you're gonna see with this young lady. Is she gonna finish the fight?
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Whoa!
Can't take pictures out. She has to react. He has to go chase the finish.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, her ground and pound is on point here. She's made this a focus going in to make these strikes count. Certainly doing that tonight.
She's making each and every one of them count. Doing a very, very good job of landing shots, landing the combination, and making them all matter.
Now the elbow is the weapon of choice. Do you believe it? And that'll do it!
It's over! It's over! What a fight!
Well, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. Absolutely flush on the land, and I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. So sometimes it's the strike you don't see coming that spells your fate. And ultimately, it goes in the books as a big knockout win for her here tonight. The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 51 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, the Destroyer.
All right, so she will head home the way she arrived as the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion as she gets it done by knockout here tonight. She was so dismissive of this challenger, and maybe with this result you see as to why.
I mean, when you start to put so many title defenses together, you start to see that. But don't think for a second she does not prepare herself as she when she
All right, coming up next, it is our main event, a matchup for the UFC Women's Bantamweight title.
Ready. Ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with round one of this UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. This is the fight that fans... Wow! All right, here we go with round one. Good to have you with us tonight, and good to see her back on the proving ground here tonight. One of the best submission practitioners in this division. Perhaps she'll go for the early takedown here.
she's gonna try to get a takedown in order to get the fight to the mat. It does not matter how she does it. All she needs to do is make sure that she is having extended grappling exchanges.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. working on a choke here, potentially.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is.
Wow!
Well, no doubt it was quick, and you knew if she could take this fight to the ground that her opponent was going to be in trouble. So the takedown comes early, and so does the submission win. You know she's got great instincts when it comes to finishing fights. Once she gets them to the canvas, safe to say mission accomplished for her here tonight. So there she is, celebrating with her corner, the queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. And how about the method of victory tonight as she gets it done by submission?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, the Destroyer.
So after an emphatic submission win here tonight, she remains the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. A lot of people thought this was a qualified, credentialed #1 contender, and she was, but she proved no match for the champion here tonight, and the celebration is on. Hard to blame them after this result here tonight. Congratulations to the and still UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world.